The December planting list is getting smaller, but there are still plenty of things to plant. And today I'll show you what they are. I'm Angela from Growing in the Garden. My garden's in Mesa, Arizona. I want to help you succeed, even if you're gardening in tough conditions. You may have done most of your planting in October and November, but look around. You might have empty spots. It's time to fill those with more cool season crops. But if you haven't planted yet, listen to your options and then get planting. These shorter days and cooler nights make it more difficult for crops to get established. You'll have more opportunities in the spring, but you won't have as long for these crops to grow. Potatoes are easy to grow in raised beds or containers. Get some planted. Other crops to plant this month are asparagus and artichokes. Look for strawberry transplants and add them to your garden. In December, you can plant Swiss chard, lettuce, mustard, spinach, bok choy, arugula, and kale. Plant root crops like radishes, beets, carrots, rutabagas, and turnips. Plant brassicas like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and kohlrabi. Plant fava beans, garbanzo, lentils, and peas. Plant herbs like cilantro, borage, comfrey, dill, and fennel. Add chamomile, chives, garlic chives, lavender, and parsley to your garden this month. Plant bulbing onions, green onions, and leeks. Take a look at my website, my guide, or my calendar to see all your options for planting vegetables, herbs, and fruits in December. We're at the end of the planting window for these tulips, but I'm going to get them planted and hopefully have beautiful blooms next spring. I also want to plant something fun for my front door. I've got this beautiful basket. I'm going to put a liner in it and fill it with flowers. So I'm putting this liner in here so it can hold the soil in the basket and so it doesn't all fall out when I water. Protects the basket a little bit, but mostly it's to hold that soil in. I'm also going to tuck a couple of amaryllis bulbs in here so that they can bloom up and be beautiful. I think I'll put those kind of towards the back here a little bit. So leave the top sticking out there. So the roots will be in the soil and the top will be sticking up. Let's get this watered and then I'll put it on my door. Love it. If you want to plant flowers this month, look for these transplants. Petunias, snapdragon, stock, lobelia, feverfew, geranium, English daisy, dianthus, carnation, bee balm, baby's breath, and ageratum. If you want to plant flowers from seed, here's what to plant. Alyssum, forget-me-not, larkspur, nasturtium, nigella, poppy, rudbeckia, strawflower, sweet peas, violets, and yarrow. If you'd like to know all the flowers to plant this month, go to my website, use my flower guide, or my flower calendar. Outdoor planting slows down this month, but December marks the beginning of planting seeds indoors for spring. So believe it or not, we're already looking towards the next season. The seasons here are short. It's time to start organizing your seeds before all those seed catalogs come in the mail. My first one came already. Take a look at your seeds, see what you have, and decide what you need before you start buying. When you're organizing your seeds, use these labels from my shop to label your seed boxes. It will give you the seed starting dates, when to plant inside, outside, so you can keep everything in order. When you're buying seeds, it's important to know what to look for. Because our seasons are short and it gets hot, we want to look for things like heat adapted, desert adapted, short season. Avoid terms like long season and jumbo that let you know those crops take a long time to grow and may get very large. If you see terms like acid loving or requires humidity, steer clear of those seeds. A little bit of knowledge when you're buying your seeds will help you have a successful season. You can start a last round of cool season crops indoors. December marks the beginning of starting warm season crops indoors like cucamelon, eggplant, ground cherry, peppers, tomatillos, and tomatoes. Start those seeds indoors this month so they'll be ready to plant out in the spring. Same thing applies to flowers. There are cool season flowers that you can start indoors this month, but it's also the beginning of planting some of our favorite warm season flowers, like tithonia, toothache plant, gaillardia, and gazania. I'm gonna go put these inside and enjoy the holidays. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. If you would like to learn more, consider joining Growing in the Garden Academy. I teach a live online course every month about seasonal topics, and members have access to recordings of all past classes. Academy members also receive my garden journal, what I'm planting, harvesting, and doing in my garden, delivered to their inbox every 2 weeks. I hope to see you there. All right.